Oh god, I keep accidentally turning this on and getting like the chin angle. So attractive. Good morning everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my 10 minutes makeup that I do every single morning. So I've got all the products that I use laid out in front of me, so I'll insert a little clip of them just now so that you can see the kind of overview of what I'm going to use, and then I'm just going to delve on into me doing up my face. First of all, I'm going to put on my moisturiser, which is the Simple Hydrating Light Moisturiser. Now for years I used really expensive moisturisers like Clinique and a few other high-end ones, and none of them were as good as this. So honestly, if you're looking for an affordable moisturiser, this is the one. There's something on my face that's ridiculous. So yeah, this is definitely my one true moisturiser that I absolutely love and adore. It is really light. I think that's what I like about it. It dries really quickly, but it's also very moisturising. And I had really quite bad skin until I started using this, and then it's really made a lot of improvements, and I think it's because it's not greasy, it's quite light. So you know, it doesn't clog up my skin, and I tend to just kind of pat this in. While I am waiting on this drying, I'm just gonna like chat to you a little bit about what I do. So basically this is like 10-minute makeup because I really love a quick makeup, and I used to be more adventurous but not so much anymore. I do most of my makeup when I go to work, but I miss out one step, which is my mascara, because I feel like it's quite hard to do. It takes quite a while and I'm normally rushing in the morning, and also when I'm at work I tend to have this tendency to like rub my eyes and then I just smudge the mascara everywhere, and it's never a good look. So I don't wear mascara at work. Every other product here I wear, and then I wear mascara on my days off. So I've got a little cup of tea because when I put my makeup on in the morning I always have a cuppa. This headband's cute, isn't it? It's from was it Home Bargains? No, it was B&M. I love it though, and I actually remembered that I had it for this video and I thought that's perfect because I need to keep my hair at my face. I think my moisturiser is dry, so I'm going to get started. I've just remembered I haven't even wetted my sponge, so I'm going to have to go to the tap and wet this. This is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I've tried so many other sponges and none of them work. This is the one. I will use it forever until they discontinue it. I hope they never will, but this is definitely the best sponge. So I'm gonna get started. Also, I'm in my kitchen by the way because the lighting is the best, so apologies about that, but this is definitely the best setup. So basically I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear makeup in 1C1 Cool Bone. I have used this for years, probably since I was like 21. And I'm now 27, so it's been a long time. We have a very lovey relationship. It's a very good foundation. It lasts all day. So I do generally like 1 to 3 kind of pumps, sort of like this much. It's not going to focus. And yeah, generally I just roll with that. So what I do is I use the mirror from my blusher in the mornings, and I feel like this is a good one because it's quite small, so it's not going to interfere with this video. So yeah, basically just pop it on all sorts of areas. Sometimes I get the exact right amount and other times I haven't put enough on the back of my hand, so I'll just go back and get a little bit more, but generally it's okay. And this is actually quite easy to look at the viewfinder on this camera to put this on. So yeah, I love this foundation because, as I say, I've had problematic skin for years and this just sorts it right out. I have a lot of redness and this is really good at neutralising that redness. And yeah, I'm kind of used to like how it feels now. Like I think a lot of people, if they were to wear it, gotta get those chin lines by the way, if they were to wear it and they weren't used to heavy foundation, they probably would notice the heaviness of this, because I'm not gonna lie, it's quite a thick foundation. You can make it thinner or thicker based on your preference as well. So yeah, that's my foundation done in an easy quick step. And now I'm going to put on my concealer, which is the Maybelline Eraser Eye. I've used this for years as well. I use the colour Light. It's fantastic at brightening under the eye. I honestly don't know what I would do without this in my routine, to be honest. I think I would be really lost. I actually think I would give up my foundation before I gave up this. I could use this in place of foundation and still brighten my face at the same time, so I definitely probably would pick this. I'm actually just going to see if I can turn down the brightness on this camera because it's a little bit bright. Okay, that might be a bit better. Is that too dark? Alright, we'll go with this. So yeah, basically just pop it on all the areas that you need to sort of brighten, cover up any blemishes. So that's what I do, and then just dab under the eye like so. Now, one thing that I've noticed, which is interesting, because when I started this channel, obviously I was young. Was I 18 or 19? And over the years you start to develop little different quirky things. So now I have kind of like eye wrinkly things around my eyes. So previously when I used this, it wouldn't settle around my eyes, but now it kind of does, which is fine because that's just normal. That's part of getting older and it's alright. But what I do is, once I finish blending all this in, I basically just take my finger and kind of dab around the eye to blend in any of those little bits that like the product's got like stuck in the crease or whatever, if that even makes sense. Don't get me wrong, I think I had to do this on my eyelid before, but it's definitely more prominent at the outside of my eye. Like there's little bits here that I never used to have. So yeah, there we go, we've dabbed it, and that just takes off any sort of excess product. And yeah, I think I'm pretty chuffed with that. So I'm going to take another sip of my tea. I'm really hot, I'm wearing a jumper, which is definitely not a good idea. It's quite a mild day, so I actually think I've just overestimated the heat, but never mind. You know what I hate is when you put on foundation and you get it on your lips. I think there's nothing worse than that look than when you see someone with like foundationed lips, but sometimes it's hard to avoid. After that, I use my powder. Now it's my friend Natalie, shout out to Natalie, she might watch this video, who got me into this. We met on Instagram, which is a really cool story actually, from years ago, back when Instagram was in its like infant days, which would have been like 2011, 12, something like that. It's been a long time, and we followed each other there and we still do. So she got me into this, which is the Revolution baking powder. I think it maybe said lace on it. It's worn away because obviously I've used it so much. Now the amazing thing about this is it lasts so long. I'm actually going to have to be careful with that because it does say it's a 12-month product, so I'll need to try and like remember when I bought it, because I don't want to continue using it like 5 years down the line. But anyway, basically what I do is just tap this on the back of my hand like this. Not too much because I don't really like a sort of heavy powdered face. I dab in my Real Techniques powder brush. It does tend to go everywhere, but never mind. And then I basically just dab it on the face. And I tend to do it in 2 stages. So top half of face, and then I'll put a little bit more on, and we'll do bottom half of face. I stick around the inner area because I don't like this area to look powdered and heavy, but obviously your T-zone is your main area that you have to powder. So that is that. Simple, done and dusted. I don't really feel like that adds any colour. It just kind of like evens out your complexion. In terms of the next 2 products, I switched them up, but at the moment I'm using this bronzer, which is the Lacura bronzer from Aldi. And I've been using that for a wee while now, and I'm getting on quite well with it. So basically it has one of these wee brushes. Now I never used to like them, but I really liked it with this product. So just kind of dab it in a few times, tap off the excess, and I feel like it's good at like chiseling the cheekbones, you know, and like it's so convenient that it's there. Then I do a few more taps and I do the other side. Now don't worry if these look like really harsh lines, because I am going to blend them in. And I always do up at my temples, because naturally in the summer if you get a tan, that's where the tan would be. It would hit that area. So just give that a bit of colour because it often looks quite pale. Then one final just quick dab, and I do my nose as well. I'm going to just do a little bit more, just to sort of slim down the nostrils. And that's it. That's bronzer. So yeah, it's a nice one. It's just their standard Aldi bronzer. You might be able to get it on their website if I can find it. I'll link it down below. Now I'm using this Kiko blush. So for years I was obsessed with the Kiko blush, which I actually have here in this makeup bag, and it was this one, but I had used it for a long time, so it was time for it to go in terms of like hygiene. It doesn't even have any of the markings left on it because I used it so much. But basically it's this colour here, and I loved it and I didn't want to let it go, which is why I kept using it, which was quite unusual for me because I was often switching up my blushes because I got bored and I wanted to use something new. So anyway, I went back into Kiko. Obviously knew I couldn't get that one because it was limited edition, but I was able to find one that is practically the same. So this must be one that they have all year round at Kiko. So it's unlimited blush, that's what it's called, number 3. But it's beautiful. It's really, really pretty. So that's what I use, and I use this Spectrum brush that I think my sister gave me. That it's probably more for bronzer, but I've used it for blush for a while now. So I just kind of dab it in a few times, and then I try not to smile because I remember years ago somebody saying that. I don't know if it was on a YouTube video or it was on like a magazine or something, but someone said like don't smile when you're putting on blush, like that's what they sort of show people to do, like this, but then like your face droops when you don't smile, so then you're gonna have all this blush down here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't like to put too much on because, you know, I don't want to look like a clown, and I always just dab a little bit here at the end, whatever's excess, just to give my nose a little bit of colour. This is a crucial, important part of my makeup routine. I take the Real Techniques sponge and I go around the lines because nobody wants lines really, do we? We're not into that. So that just blends it all in, makes it look a lot more natural. Do you like my wee Highland cow in my fridge, by the way? It's from where I work. It's really cute though. Alright, so there we go. That's the blusher done. So we're getting on to the final stages now. Next at this point I'll go on and do my eyebrows, and I just use the Benefit Gimme Brow. I don't do a lot to my eyebrows. I never have. If anyone's done anything to my eyebrows in the past, then I feel like it just looks silly. I don't suit a big heavy brow. Get the little spoolie that comes with it and just basically go for it. Start here, just kind of pull it all up, drag it along. I think my brows are needing a bit of a pluck actually. I just kind of try and keep the shape of them. I don't do a lot to them, I just take some tweezers. So yeah, that's basically it, and it's so, whoops, it's so quick and simple, and you know, there's just not a lot to do, which is what we like, isn't it? But this one definitely needs a pluck. But hey, natural brows, you know, they're like the thing at the moment, aren't they? People love a big brow. I try and kind of comb that part up the way a bit at the front. Anyway, that's my brows, and what I do at this stage is just kind of dab the eye again, because you'll find that once you powder, those lines kind of come back. So dab the eye again. Now at this stage, if I'm going to work, I'll just put on some of this lip balm, which is from Sephora. It's the Goji lip balm. Really, really nice. It gives your lips a natural hint of colour and moisturises them at the same time. And that would be my everyday makeup for work. But I'm going to add 2 stages to it when I'm not at work, which is my mascara and also this Becca highlighter. This was another recommendation from Natalie and a few other people on Instagram because I was struggling to get a good, affordable mascara. So it's the Maybelline Lash Sensational, which is incredible. This is such a good mascara. So yeah, I'm going to pop some of this on just now. Try not to smudge it because I'm really awful at putting on mascara, but we'll give it a go. And I tried to make it not too heavy, but naturally quite a lot comes off the bristles. This is my better eye in terms of eyelashes, because on my other eye they're just kind of hard to put the mascara on. Sorry, I'm totally blocking this view, and that's basically it. I don't want heavy thick lashes, so quite a natural mascara look, but look at the difference. I really should wear it at work more. I wore it the other day because I had a bit more time in the morning, and one of my colleagues commented on it and she was like, oh my god, your eyes look really nice. And I think it does just finish off the look, so I probably should wear it at work. Such a good cup of tea. Okay, so this is the eye that's troublesome because of my lashes. See, it's already gone on a lot thicker. Someone once said to me, and I can't remember if it was like a makeup artist or whatever, but they said that like your lashes might sit differently on different eyes because you sleep on them, which I'd never really thought about. So if you're more prone to sleeping on one side, you like sleep on the lashes and flatten them, if you will. Actually, that's not gone too badly. So now just the bottom. But as you can tell, this probably adds about a minute onto the whole makeup thing, which is why in the morning I'm so bad and I don't even have a minute. It's ridiculous. The final thing I'm going to do is some highlighter. As I say, I wouldn't really do this on, whoa, I've got hair here. I wouldn't really do this on a work morning either, just because of time, but when I do it I use this finger here and I just kind of like rub it in it and tops the cheekbones naturally, obviously. Cupid's bow, down the nose, and under the brows. There's another good area. And that's it. Simple as that. Adds a little bit of something. Powder the nose generally to just sort of like blend that in. And that's my makeup. That's it done. Very simple, very easy, and I know this has taken longer than 10 minutes, but it's because I've been chatty in the morning. Obviously this is literally 10 minutes, quick, bish bash bosh on your day. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Look, wrong way. And yeah, I'll see you soon with another video. I'm going to try and be more consistent and get more videos up for you all. So I'll hopefully see you soon with another one. Take care, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.